What's up, everybody? This is Isaac with Diamonds and Wood Customs coming at y'all with another video. I'm gonna be going over my custom center consoles that I build here and that I offer for shipping. I'm gonna just give y'all a little breakdown of them. Maybe I can answer some questions that you guys have in mind, and just give y'all a breakdown of what all they come with, the shipping process, let y'all see a little bit of the wiring, and just give y'all a little in-depth overview of it. So all my consoles come with two LED cup holders. They come with a USB charging port, Type C and regular USB. They come with one on and off LED switch that matches the color of the LEDs that you choose. They come with any color choice LEDs, real mesh on the sides. I can also make that any color. I have black, aluminum, white, or it can be painted to match any color of choice that you have for your preference. Now, for shipping, I do ship these all across the US. I've shipped them all over the East Coast, all over the West Coast, upstate. I've done them even all the way to, I've shipped them all the way even to Mexico. So I've done shipped these all over the place. Shipping varies, console to console and how far. So the way that shipping works is it goes by length, width, height, and weight of the box. So it's kind of hard to determine shipping until I know exactly what type of console we're going to be making and what all is going to be included on it, because this one, for instance, is a small one. This goes in like a bench seat style vehicle. Now, if you have like the bucket seats, then it's going to be a little bit longer. And, that one's going to cost a little bit more in shipping. So once we figure out for what year, make, and model and what style of seating you have, then I can kind of give you more about a estimate on how much shipping usually is around your area. Every console is different. Sometimes some people want to add the head unit right here. If you don't want to add a head unit right there, I can make it with the logo of your choice from your year, make, and model of the car. I can add a name. I can pretty much add anything right there in the front plate. As far as the radios that I provide, I only provide Pioneer, Kenwood, or Alpine, and they'll come with the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, and Sirius XM. It'll have all your extra features on there and stuff like that. For the side speakers, I usually include two 6.5s and two tweeters. I have ran DS18, Apocalypse, DB Drives, Memphis, Kickers. I've pretty much done every brand as far as for speakers to go on the side. So if you have already a setup in your vehicle of a specific brand, I can go ahead and get them. That way we can go ahead and match everything. I can make them with the holes just cut out, and I can make the hole cut out for the radio to fit in there also. You just gotta be mindful that this has LEDs and all kinds of stuff already wired in it. And the wiring behind these are crazy. I'll go ahead and show y'all that in a minute so y'all can get a picture of what I mean. So if you're gonna be removing the side panels to install your own speakers and stuff like that, then you gotta be familiar with how to unplug and plug up wiring and LEDs and stuff like that. So they also come wrapped in any color of choice. I can two-tone the vinyl, meaning I can make it one color and make some of the side panels a different color. What we'll do is we'll go ahead, and once we figure out what year, make, and model you have, and you show me your interior, I'll show y'all a couple of different color samples that I have that are close match, and then we can go from there. The LEDs, they come any color. I can also make them multicolor. It's really up to the customer. Whatever you guys want, I can make happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lights off and let y'all see how it looks lit up. But this is how it'll look in the daytime whenever you don't have any lights on or anything like that. All right, so this is how it'll look with the LEDs on. once you cut that button on and off right here, it'll turn the lights on and off. That way you can also know if your lights are on. The button has a ring light and it'll let you know that also. Get y'all a little close up of how the speakers look in there. Now, as far as the radio, this one is like a Bluetooth receiver. You have your regular radio, you have your Apple CarPlay, your Android Auto, your USB stick, your Sirius XM. It is wireless, hands-free phone, so you can answer and make calls off of this, and you'll be able to hear it come through the speakers, and you'll be able to talk. It comes with a mic. You have a rear view option for your camera too, for your reverse camera, and so it's a pretty good radio. It comes with a lot of features, and it's a good upgrade for your cars, man, and your rides. So let me go ahead and cut the lights off so y'all can see how it looks like in the dark. So there it is in the dark with the lights off. Does have a nice glow to it. It lights up pretty much the whole front of the vehicle whenever they're in there. So you'll have a nice shine up in front. You can see the speakers and the tweeters real nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all see what they look like behind. Let y'all see all the wiring and stuff like that, because it is kind of complicated. And then, just so y'all can get an idea of what y'all be running into if y'all get one of these. I'll show y'all how to wire them up, because they come pre-wired and they're pretty much straight plug and play. All right, so here's the inside of the consoles. You can see there's a lot of wiring that goes on into these. You have your wiring that comes from your speakers, your tweeters, your wires from the back of the radio. You have your wiring from the LEDs, the switch, the USB. And then if you do get the whole package deal with the mini amp included, you have your power and your RCAs and stuff like that come from the mini amp. So it is a lot of wiring. Some of this stuff is kind of delicate. You have the relays and stuff like that. So if you're not familiar with any of this type of wiring, then I do recommend that you order one that comes with everything already installed and just ready to just plug and play. So when I mean plug and play is you'll be left with a few wires off the ends. You'll have your ground. You'll have a 12 volt constant. You'll have a 12 volt ignition. And they'll all be labeled. So what you'll do to this is you'll just tap this into your, your power source, like your fuse block, or, if you have your power wire still coming down from your radio, you can tap the radio ones into that and, just get you power. So it comes pre-wired. These are going to be the only leads that are out on the end right here. And you just drop it in. Usually for installation, you always got to move the front seats out the way. Sometimes you can just slide them back and loosen them up and they can fit in there like that. Or sometimes you got to take the whole seat out, put it in, and then put your seats back. But it's pretty simple. But yeah, man, so that's how they look with all of this wiring in there. I try to make it as neat as possible. At the end of the day, you have over 30, 50 wires in here. So, it gets kind of crazy to try to make it as neat as possible. So I do offer these as a full complete setup, and that will include the console. It'll include the head unit, and it'll include the 2 6.5s and the 2 tweeters, and it'll all be pre-wired and ready to just drop in and wire up so you can get you some sound out of it. Whenever you do order everything with me, you'll get your radio. I'll also include any of the extra wiring, like the microphone, the remote if it comes with one, and your Sirius XM and all of that type of stuff, if that's the that's the type of radio you want to go with, you'll get your extra accessories with the package and the shipping. But yeah, man, there it is. If anybody's interested in placing an order with one, just hit me up with your year, make, and model, and I'll let you know if I have the shapes and stuff for it to be shipped out, and then we can go from there. So I require a deposit, and the deposit goes towards your line spot and also towards materials. And then once I get done with it, the shipping and the remainder of the deposit will be due. I'll write you up an invoice, send it over your way, and then I get you in line and we can go from there. But yeah, man, this is Isaac with Diamonds and Wood Customs, 713-835-2833. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate everybody that's ordered a console from me.